Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back to another episode of Soul Tribe Search Party. Today we're diving into one of the most influential spiritual books of our time, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This book challenges us to shift from living in the past and future to fully embracing the present moment. In this episode, I'll break down the book's core teachings, share how they've impacted my life, and explore ways you can bring the power of now into your daily life. If you've read The Power of Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you're part of my book club, let's keep the discussion going after this episode. Okay, so The Power of Now is a guide to spiritual enlightenment and personal transformation. Eckhart Tolle teaches us that our pain comes from identifying with the mind and living outside the present moment. The book emphasizes that the present is the only reality. By learning to live in the now, we can free ourselves from the grip of the ego and find peace. So now I'm going to basically be breaking the book down in two themes. Theme 1, the illusion of time. Tolle explains that psychological time, living in the past or worrying about the future, causes unnecessary suffering. The only true time is now. This concept was eye-opening for me. I realized how much energy I waste replaying past mistakes or stressing about things that haven't happened. This week, try catching yourself when you drift into thoughts of the past or future. Ask yourself, what can I focus on in this moment? Honestly, so I tried to just keep it, very brief on each thing so that I can, keep myself moving along. But I am going to allow myself to just freestyle a little bit too, so that it doesn't just sound like a presentation, robotic type of thing, because this was a really good book, very complex. To some people, it might take you a few reads to really understand what is going on in this book. But this main theme, the illusion of time, was crazy work, to be honest, because I think, even as of late too, I find myself saying a lot that time is fake, time is an illusion. I operate off of, simply just being and doing. I'm not somebody that runs off of, I gotta do this by this time or whatever. I have fully learned how to literally just not give a fuck about anything that is going on as far as time goes. I move on my own accord. Theme 2, the ego and the pain body. Tolle describes the ego as the false self that thrives on control, judgment, and fear. The pain body is the emotional baggage we carry, which feeds on negativity. Understanding the ego helped me see how often I let it dictate my reactions. The pain body concept was a light bulb moment. It made me aware of old emotional patterns I hadn't let go of. So, listener, when you feel triggered, pause and observe your reactions. This awareness can weaken the pain body's grip. So again, learning about the ego and the pain body, another chilling experience to read about, because you do realize that a lot of paranoias or things that you worry about, anxieties, all of those things are driven within yourself, because there is something deeper that you need to release. There's something you need to identify with, and it is simply playing off of that fear or baggage that you are carrying. So just make sure that you are fully aware of that. in the moments that it's happening, like especially like if you're somebody that's a smoker, if you have a hard time coming down from your high, if you get anxious or paranoid, try to tell yourself that you are okay. There's something that you are afraid of right now and you need to talk about it and tell yourself what it is. Maybe it's, man, I'm afraid of how I'm going to get my money for rent next month. It's really bothering me. You'll find that when you start to talk yourself through those things, it brings you back down. So try it. Okay. Theme 3, presence as liberation. The practice of presence, focusing fully on the now, is the path to inner peace and spiritual awakening. Being present isn't always easy, but when I manage it, I feel a sense of calm and clarity that's hard to describe. Try focusing on your breath for 1 minute today. Notice how it anchors you to the present. And another thing too, I will not act like I fully have this down pack being in the present moment, because sometimes I will catch myself still trying to rush with things, whether it's like chores I have around the house or just something where I'm like constantly telling myself I have to do something else. Never finishing a task because I feel like I don't have enough time. I have plenty of time. I always have to tell myself that I have plenty of time. I'm doing great, everything's fine. Okay. Okay. Practical applications. So Tolle suggests simple ways to practice presence, focusing on your breathing, observe your thoughts without judgment, or bring awareness to your senses. I recently practiced presence during a stressful moment, and it completely shifted my perspective. Instead of spiraling, I focused on my breath, and the tension started to fade. And that's basically kind of like what I just said, as far as like even using a smoker example. But yes, focus on your breathing. You can also, pat yourself on your heart. Bring yourself back into this moment, whatever it is that you have to do. The Power of Now has been a transformative read for me. It's helped me become more aware of how much I let my thoughts control me. I am an ongoing wheel of thoughts, honestly. One of my favorite lines is, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. This simple truth is incredibly powerful. I think about how this applies to my relationships and creative work. When I'm fully present, I feel more connected and less stressed. And that is literally no cap. So I know that I kind of rushed through this review. Honestly, I'm pushing out the books that I've been reading by myself, and so I've been just trying to get that content out there, share a brief thing about those books that I have read, because I have started reading other books with people that have wanted to join in on reading with me. So I just wanted to make sure I get these good books out for sure that I've already read, because they are really great books. They're great transformation books. They're great personal development books. So with this one, if you would like to engage in my comments, I ask you, what did you take away from The Power of Now? Have you tried practicing presence in your life? Which concept resonated with you the most? The illusion of time, the ego and pain body, or the practice of presence? Share your reflections with me on social media, in the comments, in my book club. If you'd like to join, you can reach out to me. Let's explore these ideas together. If you haven't read the book yet, I highly recommend it. And if you're in my book club, we will dive even deeper during our next meeting. Yeah. And that's just that on that. The next book that I will be reviewing is A New Earth, which is also an Eckhart Tolle book. So stay tuned for that one. Remember, Soul Tribe, the present moment is your greatest ally. Let's continue to practice presence and create a life of peace and purpose.